Hey everybody, welcome to Gabe's Cave. We are here at SpaCon in Hot Springs, Arkansas, our home state. We got our first interview coming up today. This gentleman right here has worked on all kinds of things. Some of my favorite characters: Gambit, Deadpool, Weapon X, Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Mr. Georges Jeanty.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming. And you told me the name is French.
It's French, technically, yeah, but here in the States, nobody's going to go for that French inflection.
Nobody.
Not really.
Not a single person.
Well, yeah, but I actually like the, because it's Georges, technically.
Yeah, Georges.
But I like that extra syllable when you go Georges. So I was like, all right, let me go with that one.
Well, we like it.
Yeah.
And we are glad that you came and sat down with us, man.
You.
So tell us what started you into the comic book industry? When did you know that was going to be something that you were going to do?
Honestly, I don't know if it's something I knew I wanted to do. I think it was something that I was just drawn to.
Okay.
It's not like I didn't choose comics. I think comics chose me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
As a kid, as I'm sure as a kid, you just love comics. You love to read.
Yeah.
Come home after school, all that stuff. After a while, you find out you have a little talent. And as you get older, you realize, hey, maybe I could actually do this. And that was it. It's very unremarkable how I started doing comics.
Well, what was your favorite character that you've been able to work on?
Oh, that I've been working on, or my character when I was growing up? He was my
any character at all. Who's been your favorite?
I really enjoyed doing Buffy. I was on Buffy for almost 10 years. So I think if you spend that much time with anything, you get a sort of a familiarity with it. And I really felt comfortable with Buffy. But superheroes, I was on Gambit for a couple of years, and I really thought there's some titles where you're like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get this, and I got this guy, and I would have stayed on that book had they not canceled it.
Do you think that it's because you both share the French blood?
Yeah, Remy LeBeau?
Yeah.
No, it was just he really was a cool character, and I like the
Gambit
whole
is awesome.
Charging inanimate objects. I thought that posed a very interesting possibility for his power, but also a weakness, because if he was around nothing but organic matter, he's just a regular guy.
Have you seen any of where they on YouTube they've got videos, guys put it out where they say Gambit Omega level, and they talk about his power, what his power level would have been like.
Oh, really? No.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
They developed him so much more.
Really?
Like people, fans, they're like, well, what would it have been like if he full potential type stuff,
I'd assume he'd just explode at some point.
or explode everything around him. So you talked about Buffy being one of your favorite things and longest running things that you worked on. Is any new Buffy stuff coming around?
There is, yeah. Buffy is now being published through Boom Studios. When I was on Buffy, they were doing it through Dark Horse Studios.
Right.
So now it's sort of like the changing of the guards. They've got their people, and I've made overtures to say, hey, I'd love to do some work if you guys are open to it. But they're like, yeah, we got our own people. Thank you. Kind of a don't call us, we'll call you type of a thing. So, which is fine. I mean, that's the way companies do things, and when they've got the license, they're free to do whatever they want. So I don't necessarily see me doing any more Buffy, but there's no hard feelings either.
So what are you doing right now that your fans that know what you've worked on can go see what you're going?
Right now on the stands, I'm doing some Star Wars stuff. Star Wars: The High Republic. I'm doing fill-ins right now. So I'm doing issues 6 and 7, and then down the line, issues 10, 11, and 12. And that's been a gas. I'm sure as yourself, you're a kid. Star Wars was like the thing.
Yeah. And Darren back here working the board back here, they like the High Republic comics. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Darren. I appreciate that. So it was just a sort of a badge of honor to go, hey, I actually can draw Star Wars now. I can put that on my resume. Wow,
right.
I draw Star Wars.
Have you, the artists that are here today, have you had a chance to go around and talk to them?
Yeah, I know a bunch of them, actually. So every now and again, this is where a lot of us professionals, where we actually get to see people we know. We don't necessarily live together or live in the same state in some cases, but a lot of the times we do the same shows. So, you go out to dinner, you hang out, you maybe walk by their table, that sort of thing. So this has been a great opportunity, for me to see people like Michael Golden and Rags Morales and people like that.
Now, are you from around Arkansas?
No. I grew up in Miami. I was born in New York. I grew up in Miami, and I live in Atlanta.
Live in Atlanta. Is this your first time coming to SpaCon?
It's first time to SpaCon, yeah.
Are you going to come back?
Is it annual? So I was trying to get a history of the whole thing.
I do believe that it is annual.
Yeah?
It's Gabe's Cave first time here, and Arkansas is our home state.
Right.
But we had never heard about it until this past year.
Yeah, neither did I.
But we're excited to see people like yourself and Rags come, and Michael Golden. That means a lot to us.
It's great when you have a show because you get that diversity coming in.
Right.
You don't. I mean, it's good to invite people back, but you really want to make sure you get a good gumbo of people coming in. So I think the first few years of a con, not just this con, I think in general, you try to diversify your guest list so that when they go out into the universe, they basically take that message. Oh yeah, I went to that Arkansas con. Yeah, you should do it next year.
Yeah,
that type of thing. So for first time shows, I'm very adamant about, you guys should diversify and definitely bring in as many different people as you can to get that word out there.
Right. Plug any type of social media that you have so people can find you and go follow you.
Yeah. I like everybody. I've got a website. I'm on kabalounge.com, which is KABALOUNGE.com. And that's got all my social media at Facebook, Instagram. You can find me through there, or just Google, really, nowadays.
Yeah, I wanted to see, and I Googled the Cabo Lounge before you came over here. It was very easy to find.
Oh, great.
And I also Googled you, and you were very easy to find, and
Good.
your projects were very easily accessible on the internet.
So committing a crime has become very difficult for me now.
You're too well known, too well liked, too, because you don't see anything bad about you on the internet.
I hope not. I mean, I'm a very big believer of you get back what you put out. So I try to put out positive vibes.
And I've felt that from you. The Gabe's Cave community, we're all about positive vibes and giving back. So this is one of those guys that if you weren't familiar, if you're a younger generation and you're watching and you like the X-Men, you like that kind of stuff, go back and check out some of the stuff that he did, because a lot of those characters that you love so much, he helped do all that.
Yeah, I've been in the business over 25 years. So there's probably one title I've touched that you would have been into for sure.
All right, is there anybody in your family or anything that you want to say hi to? Tell them you love them.
I love all my fans. I will say that. My family doesn't really follow any of this stuff, but I love them too. But always nice meeting people. So if you're ever in the vicinity and I'm there, don't feel any animosity about coming up and hanging out. I totally love talking to people.
Yep, he's open to having y'all come, and people have been at his booth, and he talks with them. He might have done some really cool things, but he's just a really cool guy.
Aren't we all, really, at the end of the day? We all put on our pants one leg at a time.
Well, brother, I sure do appreciate you coming and sitting down and talk with me. He's got a panel coming up later today where he's going to have to do a lot more talking that's probably not going to be as fun.
It's probably a Q&A more so. So, yeah, those can get iffy.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we will get your information, and when we put this out, we will get it with you so you can share it and do all that kind of stuff and see what we did with it. Thank you, brother.
Booyah.
All right, Gabe's Cave. Y'all check it out. We got a couple more interviews that's going to be coming up. Peace.